What's up, ladies and gents, Noli here, and welcome to another Payday 2 video. I am excited to be bringing you day number 3 of the Scarface DLC web page. Today, we're getting a full rundown of the Scarface Mansion Heist DLC. Yesterday, of course, I took a look at the character pack, and if you guys are interested in seeing that, link to that will be in the description down below if you want to run down. But if you're thinking, hey, I already know, I love Scarface, I love Payday, I get all the DLC, the link will be found to this webpage. Follow that right on down to the bottom and it will link you directly to the Steam purchase to pick these up. If you guys don't want to sit through me running you through what's going on in this DLC, because it's not just a heist, it's also a couple of weapons, which we'll get onto later. But first of all, let's cover what's going on in the heist. The Butcher is sending a message, and the Payday gang are the heralds. Blood and death is the only thing that these people understand. The Sosa HQ is in a legendary old drug lord's mansion, and to assault it, the gang needs to get creative. Trash the place and draw the Sosas out and kill the boss, or do a stealth approach and sneak in, assassinate the boss and sneak out. Either way, get all of the loot as icing on the cake. Experience the Scarface legacy like you've always wanted, and turn Miami's drug market upside down. So, two really important pieces of information are found here, which we'll take a little look at in further detail later on. But initially, we know there's going to be a boss type enemy. He's going to be a primary objective within this heist. Not the first time we've seen a boss, but he is going to be tough to take down. He's going to be, you know, Hector or Commissar level. Secondly, this heist can be stealthed, which is really cool. Now, it's not a massive surprise to me because most of these paid DLC heists are stealthable, because you want to appeal to every single playstyle out there when releasing a DLC like this, and also it adds a fair chunk of additional content to a heist if you add a stealth option. But based on the way day one was shaping up and, you know, the Scarface legacy itself, the idea of stealth in this mission seemed a little backwards, but I am excited to do it anyway, and the idea of assassinating another target like we did in Hoxton's Revenge is really exciting. So moving down, we get some screenshots of both stealth and loud. These don't give a massive amount away. You do get a little closer look at the interior of this heist, which I'm so impressed by. I love the color scheme. This has to be, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful looking Payday heists we've ever seen, if not the best. And that's one of the greatest draws for me, not just the name of the title that this is being associated with. We also see here some of the additional loot we're probably going to be able to pick up. Those are the Butcher's Meat Runner containers, which of course don't only run meat, they also run weaponry inside. And yeah, again, the aesthetic, the opulence we're seeing here is pretty much unlike any other we've seen within Payday 2. I really loved the big oil design, and that was definitely a wealthy looking house, and we're getting an even better looking mansion over here. Moving on to Loud, we see in the middle screenshot, this is the boss over here that we're going to be taking out. We'll see how easy it is to actually get him down. This is my personal screenshot, the sunset in the distance. Like I said, really beautiful looking Payday heist and setting. We have, again, some more shots of the corridors, these unique enemy types we will likely only see on this particular heist. And yeah, of course, we also see the Scarface character set up there with his mask on. Next up though, we have the weapon, because of course this DLC heist is going to be playable as long as you can find someone who has purchased it. The real reason or draw to purchase is this kind of thing, this brand new rocket launcher, the Commando 101. It is, well, it reminds me very much so of the Call of Duty Black Ops Killstreak, the Grim Reaper. It's a 4-shot rocket launcher. It won't fire all 4 at once, but it does mean you can shoot 4 without having to reload. With that damage of 5,000, that means you can put out 20,000 damage very rapidly. You have 8 overall shots with this thing, very accurate and stable, so it will fire where you're aiming. Obviously not a weapon you're looking for concealment, but who cares about that? That's not what this DLC is all about anyway. But this weapon looks really cool. You can see how fantastic it is for crowd control in this clip we're seeing repeating here. My only concern is its overall single shot damage won't be enough on those harder difficulties to deal with bulldozers. But you know, I'm sure this will be a strong weapon in its own right, and you can very seldom go wrong with explosives. The melee weapon is the Hotline 8000X. It's a telephone. Probably should have known that when I read the name initially, and that's probably what it's best for. Smacking guards looking in the wrong direction over the head. It doesn't have ridiculous stats, it doesn't have anything that sort of makes it stand out as a melee weapon. I'm definitely more excited to use the chainsaw as opposed to this old mobile phone, but you know, it's got max concealment, so you can throw it in any build and get some use out of this DLC weapon, and some people enjoy the silly ones. I always enjoyed the money bundle. Anyway, we're moving on to the mass right now. We have Exalted over here. Cold and unmoving, you watch them from above, they shall envy your majesty as your golden gaze falls on them, an undeserved blessing on these wretched soft ones. You unite the hard chill of the night with the dazzling radiance of the sun, glorious, golden, and beautiful. You shall turn their heads mad with desire, and it shall be their undoing. So that mouthful is this Exalted mask. Actually looks really nice. The golden hour, love the design of this one. It looks like it's already been customized. Timothy Miller dreamt of working with movie lighting when he grew up. For a Halloween party, he created the golden hour mask. But when he put it on and looked in the mirror, his eyes stared back, surrounded by the perfect soft red glow of the sunset. In that moment, a new dream was born. He wanted people to view the serenity of the sunset close up, wanted it imprinted on their retina forever. The only thing the coroner could confirm was that all victims were killed shortly before sunset, their eyes always left wide open. That's a pretty dark one. Next up, we have the Barori Flex. The day Chad got the Barori Flex sunglasses, everything changed. They gave him a brand new perspective on what's important in life. Looking cool and blasé became his purpose, his reason to live. With his Italian sports coat, beige linen pants and loafers, he caught jealous looks and turned necks wherever he went. But it couldn't last, and when Chad's beauty faded, so did his will to live. He made a good-looking corpse. Best clothes on when he swallowed a whole can of diet pills. My god, these are dark. They're also a mouthful to read, so I do apologise if I trip up on any words, but we've got a brand new set of sunglasses, some aviator style ones, maybe not quite aviators, but they're, you know, classy to say the very least. And then we have the Panthera Tigris, which is a tiger mask, which I swear we have in the game already. Could be misremembering. Can't be getting too excited about another animal mask though, we have a ton of those. The rage of the tiger is legendary, and the king of the jungle will not be contained willingly. They may think that they have you under control, but hell hath no fury like a caged tiger. As you break out, they will come to know this. Claws will rip and teeth will tear, flesh from bone as you claim your kingdom. I definitely have to say, Overkill has someone writing much better English than what we saw back in the day. I remember when typos were found on these web pages, none to be seen anymore. I'm actually slightly more excited, I think, about the materials and patterns than I am the mask. Especially a fan of the 1 second to the left here in the patterns, and also the two on the right in terms of materials. However, the one on the far left, I swear we already have one immensely similar to that in the game as well. I guess we may well be running out of ideas, but materials, patterns, and masks are never a reason to buy a DLC. They're always just the icing on the cake. These are the achievements in order to pick them up. The 3 difficulty ones on the left, the one concerning the boss, the one that involves you doing something unusual like shooting some flamingos, and the final one, which is for completing it in stealth quickly, which is always really fun to do. I do remember doing something along those lines in the Diamond 2 years ago now. Time sure does fly. So there we go. Like I said, at the bottom of this page, you guys can head over here and pick both of them up. It's going to cost you, if you're from England as I am, just under £9 for them both, so certainly not cheap. But if you guys are interested in this little license crossover and you're impressed by what you saw in today's and yesterday's video, do check it out. I will, however, be giving a couple of these away over the next couple of days. Stay tuned to my next video. That will more than likely have all the information you guys need to know to be entered in for a chance to win this DLC. Thanks for watching this video, ladies and gents. I will see you all in the next one.